Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. There are no shortage of Shakespeare adaptations out there, but Joel Cohen has directed a sharp take on the Scottish play with the tragedy of Macbeth. It will be in theaters December 25th and will be streaming on Apple TV Plus January 14th, and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Denzel Washington leads the film as our title character, Macbeth. He's visited by three witches, all played by the great Catherine Hunter, who convince him that he should be the King of Scotland. And as they say, fair is foul and foul is fair. Now, with the help of his wife, Lady Macbeth, played by Frances McDormand, he believes their prophecies and kills King Duncan, played by Brendan Gleeson, to then rule over the throne over Duncan's sons, Malcolm and Donalbain. Now, this act of misguided ambition leads to a series of murders, madness, and other visions. The film also stars Bertie Carvel, Corey Hawkins, and real tantalizing Alex Hassel as Ross. Joel Cohen is taking on a solo effort here, as his frequent collaborator and brother Ethan Cohen decided not to work on this one. What Cohen does with Shakespeare's tragedy is really strip down to its bare bones, getting right down to the vicious blood at hand. He's taken this 5-act play and made it into a swift movie that clocks in at about 100 minutes. You can still feel the theatricality at hand, as it's given this really intimate and confined feel under Cohen's direction and use of filming on sound stages. He and cinematographer Bruno Del Bonell have shot it in black and white, and their choice is quite effective, consistently playing with light and shadow, as there's always deception and illusion at hand within the mindset of these characters. And that's then played out on screen with a really eerie effect, as you then watch to see who lingers or approaches from the distance and what their true calling may be. Its bleak and gloomy atmosphere is felt really instantly. Denzel Washington and Frances McDormand are two of the best actors working today, having 6 Oscars between them from over a dozen nominations. They're both a force in the industry and on camera, so it's really rewarding to see them play off each other as two of Shakespeare's most notorious characters. They have an easy handle on the text, showing restraint at first, as they then crescendo into this unraveling madness. Catherine Hunter has limited screen time as the three witches, but she makes it count, developing this Gollum-like approach, contorting her body with a really eerie fashion. I'd love to see her on stage sometime. It's quite clear that Joel Cohen trusts the language and his actors to just do the work, as he doesn't try to then overwork the piece by giving it this alternative timeline or weird design concept. The costumes by Mary Zoffreys and the production design by Stéphane Deschamps invoke the period while retaining that sharp and evocative look that's then further complemented by the cinematography. The tragedy of Macbeth is lean in its execution, and it misses a little bit of the inner workings between some of these characters and their relationships, but it still packs a punch for those who just cannot get enough of the bard. I'm giving the tragedy of Macbeth 4 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel, get some other movie reviews, as well as my appearances on Twin Cities Live. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Paul's Movie Trip, and then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for even more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of the tragedy of Macbeth. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.